Our God-sized goal is to reach all 32 million middle and high school students in the United States for the gospel of Jesus Christ, and do all of that within 20 years. So we are here in Sioux Falls, so let's hear about what is going on in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Hey, yo, Brooke.
Oh, hey, Bobby.
Yo, tell me what's going on in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, let me just finish cleaning up my desk quick. All right, what's happening in Sioux Falls is there are 16 schools that have either a cafe or a lunch happening on campus. We have 6 church partnerships currently, with more to come. There are 323 students on gospel sharing teams, with 1,000 students being impacted just in Sioux Falls. I'd love to share a story of impact we've had really recently. I was at a church here in Sioux Falls doing a training on the collision tools we have. And during that training, it was kind of a whole youth group, and there was one student there who wasn't sure about his relationship with the Lord. And as we were teaching the 3 circles, he actually ended up seeing that he was in brokenness, separated from God. So he met up with his youth leader and ended up talking about it and giving his life to Christ that night.
All right, so you heard from Brooke about what's happening in Sioux Falls. Now we're gonna hear from Gordon about what is happening in South Dakota as a whole. Where's your coat? It's cold outside.
My coat is over here, and I was gonna get my, slimmer jacket for this video.
Let's go.
We've been in active partnership now with over 10 churches for about 4 months. And in that time, we have just over 100 students on teams across the state. So there's 92,000 students, 6th to 12th grade in South Dakota. And I just want to share that there really is momentum building. As denomination leaders start to share with the smaller towns what is happening and the fruit of what students are doing, I just am genuinely expectant that we could have the number that we're shooting for is 7,700 students across South Dakota would say yes to sharing the gospel with 12 peers. There are students in this state that have not heard the gospel, and they could hear it by a trusted peer.
I am currently waiting on John Glasser to pick me up and bring me to the airport. What's up, Mr. Glasser?
What's up, Bobby?
You ready to bring me to the airport again?
I'm ready, man.
John, tell me what's going on with expansion.
Man, guys, all I can say is that God is good, and He's used little old flyover country, South Dakota, Sioux Falls, to really transform a lot of hundreds, and I would even venture to say thousands of students are being impacted across the country. We're working with above 90 churches across the country, from the very east coast, New Hampshire area, to Pennsylvania, all the way over to California.
Hey, John, what are we doing right now?
We are getting some McDonald's, going through the drive-thru because I need to satisfy that hunger bug in you for your long trip.
I don't eat fast food, so I will just take a salad. You order whatever you want.
And how can I help you?
All right, so let's do 2 Big Macs.
2 Big Macs.
Yep, but he's lactose intolerant, so am I.
So no mac sauce, no cheese. Gotcha.
And is there a huge amount of sodium in that?
I'm taking off the salt as well.
And then can we get 2 drinks? Can I supersize the drinks or not?
Well, we have large. What drinks do you want?
Diet Coke. Bobby?
Just some water.
We'll do 2 Diet Cokes.
2 Diet Cokes, okay. Anything else?
Can we do a 10-piece nugget as well?
What kind of dipping sauce?
Could I get all the kinds?
Okay, gotcha.
What's the most filling thing that you have without dairy and without sodium?
I say do the quarter pounder. Do you want bacon on that?
Yes, please.
All right, so no cheese, no salt. Gotcha.
Here we go.
This is a ridiculous amount of food, brother. All I wanted was a salad.
Dude, I know you. You're not just gonna eat salad. You gotta get some meat in your body. This is South Dakota, man. We believe in meat.
All right, you heard it here first. South Dakota, we believe in meat.
We believe with God's grace that if we do this year by year and partner with 21,000 churches eventually within 20 years, that all 32 million students year after year will have the opportunity to hear the gospel and respond to it. Hey everybody, you might be asking, how is Collision going to do this? We do it in two different ways. We have a digital coaching center that nonstop every single day, they're coaching churches and partnering with churches. Our partnership with one church is to be committed to them over a 2-year period every single week. We also have people boots on the ground in cities all across America doing the exact same thing. Grab this thing. Just wanted to show you really quick where we're located. It's gonna be fun. Ready?
Let's do it.
Right in the middle of the sea. Hold on. Nope. Sorry, man. Just one more try. We are not in Kazakhstan, but we are right here in Austin and in Dallas and in Houston. My finger almost covers all 3 locations. And we're up here in Minneapolis. And we're over here in Omaha. We got a church in Phoenix, in Scottsdale, actually. Over here in Houston, we got a guy named Jay Wynn at River Point Church doing also incredible things. Students are coming to Christ, coming to his church. They are going on mission. We're so proud of all of our partners all across America. Those are just a few.
All right, y'all, that was time with John Glasser. Thank you so much, John. We've already heard about what is happening in South Dakota, which is amazing, but now it's time to see what is happening nationally and what the Lord is doing. So I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride as we head to Texas. We are here in Texas, and I'm about to hop in the car with my man Gabe, who is right there. We are about to go meet with some youth pastors, and it's going to be an amazing time. Are you ready, Gabe?
Let's get it.
Hey! What's going on there, Gabe?
We're literally right here.
Well, we're having some technical issues. What just happened?
I left the car and drive. So we are on our way to Cottonwood Creek Church, and we are going to go talk with Trenton Kelly and Chase Durham, who we are partnered with to train their students in how to share the gospel and make disciples here in the Allen, McKinney, Plano, Frisco area of Dallas, Texas. We're just excited to see like the 14 different middle schools and high schools that Cottonwood Creek supports start this at each of them, and then it build to churches across McKinney and churches across Frisco and churches across Plano and ultimately churches across Dallas-Fort Worth joining the mission from this core area.
You want the sandwich in my hand or no? Morning. Ready to work? Yes, sir.
My name is Chase Durham. I'm the student pastor here at Cottonwood Creek Church, and we are based in Allen, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas. Since implementing Collision, we have seen more students mobilize to share the gospel in their schools. This is something that we've had a vision of for many years, and we have recently begun to see it actually come to fruition, where students are equipped with tools like the 3 circles, and they're going into their schools and sharing the good news of Jesus in their schools. Over the past couple of years since working with Collision, we've trained over 100 kids, and currently we have 40 kids on our student leadership team who are actively being like missionaries and being mobilized into their schools. Our conviction as the pastors and ministers of Cottonwood Creek is Ephesians 4:12. We want to equip the saints for the work of ministry, because we so badly want to see revival happen, and so we need to equip these kids, the ordinary people, to go out and make disciples of their friends and their schools and their classmates and all those things.
My name is Trenton Kelly. I'm an assistant student minister at Cottonwood Creek Church. One of the things that I've seen is there are a ton of students who are going outside of the church, not just staying in this building, but going into their different spheres and seeking out disciples and people to pour into. We have a student who actually just started a harvest time just yesterday at Allen High School, which is a school of about 5,000 to 6,000 students. And she was like, you know what, I'm taking initiative on this, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make Christ's name proclaimed claimed. And it started with 3 students, and then it ended up growing to 20 students by the end of the time that were all passionate about, hey, what is going on here? I want to be a part of this. And then we also have students who are just taking what they're learning here in Collision and on the student leadership team and Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights, and they're bringing it to their schools. And I had a student just 2 weeks ago come up to me, and he was totally new. And I was like, where did you come from? And he came from Lovejoy. I was like, well, who do you know? And he was like, well, I was at FCA and somebody told me that there was some really cool stuff happening and they came here. And I was like, that's insane that our students are not just being nominal in their daily lives, but they're taking the training that's being given to them and they're actually taking it into their schools.
My name is Jay Wynn. I'm the youth pastor at River Point Church, and our youth ministry, RPC Youth, is here in Richmond, Texas. The last time I was interviewed, I hadn't started implementing the Collision process yet, and now we have been rocking and rolling. We've had students who are sharing the gospel in their schools, at their sports teams, our practices. We've had students say yes to our students, and so we've started what we call Go Groups, which is kind of just like Collision groups. We have about 5 Go Groups right now where students are meeting with them weekly, but we have over 10 students who have accepted the challenge and are sharing their faith and sharing the gospel with students, so we could have more Go Groups forming right now. We're in schools like George Ranch High School, Dulles High School, Travis High School, and Lamar High School. The growth that I've seen in students has been tremendous. I've seen students go from sitting on the sidelines to saying yes to this challenge, to then confronting some of the problems like getting rejected or being told no, trusting God, sticking with it, persevering, and having someone say yes to them. And now they have 5 disciples that they're pouring into. And it's so cool to see how their faith in God has grown tremendously.
My name is Jessica. I am here at River Point Church. My role is the youth coordinator, so I do more of the behind the scenes kind of tasks. So I have this one girl named Sydney. She's very quiet. She was one of our first students that came back and was like, Jessica, I shared with somebody in my truck with a styrofoam plate and a highlighter, and she was like, I got to share the 3 circles with this girl in my car, and I was like, what? Sydney doing random things like that, just like, let me just grab this highlighter, let me grab this plate, let me share the 3 circles with her. That I literally was blown. I was like, okay, God, don't underestimate anybody, because they can definitely do it.
Collision is a great resource, is a great tool, and I have experienced it firsthand, and just the help, the guidance, the intentionality behind all the staff has been incredible and super supportive. I don't think I could be able to do the things that I can do without their help and their support.
Thank y'all so much for tuning into this year's travel vlog. And there are more stories like this happening all across the US. And let me tell you, this is just the beginning of church partnership and going after the 32 million middle and high school students.